Prince Osa was loved by the people of Benin City. He was kind and compassionate. Osa often walked the streets, listening to their concerns. He was a prince of the people. He felt a deep connection to their joys and sorrows. His heart resonated with the rhythms of their lives. Osa's spirit yearned to serve his people.
My destiny is to rule, but I long for a love as vibrant as the coral beads adorning the necks of Benin women. A love as deep as the ancient chants echoing through the palace walls.
Osa's father, the Oba, was a wise and just ruler. He had taught his son the importance of humility. The Oba instilled in Osa a sense of duty and responsibility. He wanted Osa to be a ruler who understood the weight of the crown. The prince carried these lessons in his heart. Osa knew his destiny was to rule. Yet, he desired a life different from the gilded cage of the palace. Little did he know, he would soon find it in the most unexpected of places. One scorching afternoon, Osa ventured beyond the city walls. He found himself in a small village nestled amongst swaying palm trees. The air hummed with the rhythmic clang of a blacksmith's hammer. Women, their wrappers vibrant against the ochre earth, traded stories and laughter. As Osa strolled through the heart of the village, his gaze fell upon a young woman.
Her name was Itohan. Her beauty was as radiant as the midday sun, yet it was her spirit that captivated me. Her eyes, bright and intelligent, held a depth that hinted at a wisdom beyond her years.
Her laughter, echoing through the village square, was as melodic as the songs of the forest birds. Itohan moved with a grace that spoke of a life lived in harmony with nature. Osa, completely smitten, approached her. They spoke for hours that day. Osa, captivated by her every word, listened intently as Itohan shared stories of her village life. She spoke of the land, the harvest, and the ancient traditions passed down through generations.
Our village may be small, but it is rich with history and tradition. We live in harmony with the land, and each season brings its own blessings and challenges.
Osa, in turn, revealed his hopes and dreams for his people. He saw a kindred spirit in Itohan. She challenged him, questioned him, and made him see the world through different eyes. Their meetings continued, each encounter deepening their bond. Their love story unfolded slowly, like the delicate unfurling of a palm frond. Their hearts recognized a love destined to be, a love that transcended the chasm of their social standings. But their path was not paved with rose petals. Their love was a forbidden bloom in the rigid garden of royal tradition. Word of Osa's affection for a commoner reached the Oba. He was troubled. Tradition dictated that a prince, especially the heir to the throne, should marry royalty, a union that would solidify alliances and maintain the kingdom's power. Marrying Itohan was unheard of, a threat to the social fabric of Benin.
Osa, my son, you must understand the weight of the crown. Our ancestors watch over us and we must honor their legacy. But I see the love in your eyes, unwavering and true.
The Oba summoned his son. He spoke of duty, of responsibility, and the weight of the crown. He reminded Osa of his royal lineage, of the ancestors who watched over them. The Oba, however, saw the unwavering love in his son's eyes. He loved his son and desired his happiness. A compromise was reached.
You must prove your love for Itohan. Embark on 3 trials, each testing your courage, wisdom and spirit. Only upon their successful completion will I consider your union.
These trials were not merely tests of Osa's love for Itohan, but a journey of self-discovery. The first trial required Osa to retrieve a sacred artifact stolen from the royal court generations ago, a pendant carved from the purest ivory, said to hold the wisdom of the ancestors. It was last seen in the heart of the Okomu forest, a place shrouded in mystery and guarded by ancient magic.
I must retrieve the pendant, no matter the dangers that lie ahead. Itohan's love will be my guiding light.
Osa ventured into the forest with a heavy heart, leaving behind the comforts of the palace. He faced dangers unknown. He navigated treacherous terrain, encountering creatures of myth and legend. Through it all, Itohan's love was his guiding light. Her face, etched in his memory, fueled his resolve. After weeks of perilous travel, Osa stood before the entrance of a hidden cave. Legend said the pendant lay within. He entered, the air thick with the musty scent of time.
I must remember my father's teachings of respect and diplomacy.
He found the pendant guarded by a giant python, its scales shimmering like 1,000 bronze coins. Osa, remembering his father's teachings of respect and diplomacy, spoke to the creature.
Great guardian, I seek the pendant not for power, but to honor the wisdom of my ancestors and the love that guides me.
The python, sensing his pure heart, yielded the pendant. OSA had overcome the first trial, proving his courage and reverence for the past.